So, this is going to be a rant. Hopefully, not a long one, but I have some things I need to get off my chest. I have recently decided that I am done with Twitch and I'm done with TikTok. From here on out, I'm only going to be posting my content and streaming on YouTube. This isn't me being dramatic, it's just the decision that I've ultimately come to after trying to juggle all of these things for way too long while still working a full time job and, trying to exist as a functioning human being. So, for context, I work full time, and streaming is something I do in my free time, which honestly isn't much free time when you factor in cooking, cleaning, other miscellaneous things, trying to take care of my physical and mental well being, normal adult things. I can't stream every day, and it feels like I'm going nowhere on Twitch because of this. I know I'm not the only one that feels like I'm basically invisible there. And speaking of visible, with Twitch no longer counting lurkers, that has made discoverability just that much harder. So unless you've already gotten like a certain viewer count, which I don't know what that certain count is, Twitch just doesn't show your stream to anyone unless they like already know you as a friend, or I don't know, they're scraping the bottom of the barrel looking through stream categories for some low view person to watch. It's like I never get new viewers or new followers, and now I don't know, I know there's at least 3 people watching for sure because they're my friends. I get like an average view of 0.5 at the end of my stream, and it's just such bullshit. But even before they stopped counting lurkers, it was already hard to grow. And the only reason that I ever became an affiliate on Twitch is because I took part in something called a raid train, which, if you don't know, a raid train is when a group of streamers coordinate and chain a bunch of raids together, one after the other. And I got the impression that this practice is apparently frowned upon if done for the wrong reasons. Like, apparently Twitch doesn't like it if you do it for follows or some shit like that. But apparently it's okay if you're doing it for like charity streams. That's what I researched. But I took part in it for the views so I could get to affiliate. Had I not done that, I probably wouldn't have ever have made affiliate, because since I have a full-time job and other things that I need to do, I probably couldn't have streamed often enough to make those requirements. So getting all those extra views, even if they were AFK views, helped me out. And I used to take part in this practice every Saturday. I would hop on the first stream in the train, and I'd have it like set up on like my spare phone, and all day my account would be in this raid train. And time and time again, I was like #1 viewer in the entire raid train, which you had to be like in the top 10 or something to secure a slot to be in the train yourself to be a streamer. And they were reserving a spot for me, but then they decided not to reserve my spot anymore, which pissed me off. So I left that shitty Discord server. There's a lot of fucking shitty Discord servers. They're like, oh yeah, we'll support you, but it's mostly them wanting you to support them, and fuck you if you don't. So stay away from that bullshit. It is what got me to affiliate. I no longer take part in those kind of practices. I haven't for at least the past year, but starting out, it's what helped me get my foot in the door, because Twitch doesn't offer any discoverability from new streamers, unfortunately, and it's even harder now. Not that I'm recommending you do raid trains, because apparently it won't matter anymore unless all of the people taking part are actively viewing your stream and engaging with it. So it's probably honestly what I think is the real reason that Twitch decided to implement the inactive lurkers don't count as viewers. I don't think it was because of bots. I think it was to do away with the raid train practice, because I know there was a lot of Discords out there that were doing it, because I was part of one, and I knew that there were others that did it too. I think that's the real reason. It was so Twitch could weed out people making affiliate or getting ad revenue from those kind of things. I think that's the real reason. Call me crazy, but I think that's the truth of the matter. But moving on, let's talk about TikTok, because it's even worse than Twitch in my opinion. TikTok is the pettiest, most just piece of shit platform that I have ever had the displeasure of being on. And people talk all the time about, oh, I'm in 200 views jail, or I'm shadow banned. And you know what? They probably are. I think TikTok decides there's one little thing that it doesn't like about your video for whatever reason, it just won't show it to anyone, you know? And then when you get low views on that video, it'll be like, oh, hey, would you like to pay to promote this video? And you cannot tell me that that is not an intentional sales ploy. Again, call me crazy, call me a conspiracy theorist. I probably fucking am, but you can't tell me that's not intentional. They're not doing that shit on purpose. But I joined TikTok because at the time, which was I think in 2020 when I first made my TikTok account, I know it existed before that, but you know, times were boring during COVID, and all these people were doing fun things on TikTok, like showing cosplays and cool hobbies and cooking videos and all, you know, it was fun. It was a fun time. But now here we are almost 6 years later since I joined, and it's like I have to swipe through 10 to 15 videos of people just trying to fucking sell me something before I get to something that I actually want to watch. And it's really annoying. And I know it's like, oh, TikToks only shows you videos that you engage with, but I promise you, I swipe past these videos as soon as I realize they're just a fucking advertisement, or I see a link to a fucking, oh, go buy this product, and it still keeps shoving all these fucking advertisements in my face, and I just want to watch people do cosplays and lip sync to dumb songs, okay? Or watch VTuber content. I try to do that a lot too. And it's essentially just become a modern QVC home shopping network, which is hilarious because after I was just thinking this the other day, I was watching Hazbin Hotel and I got an ad and it was for QVC app, and I didn't even know QVC was still a fucking thing because like that was like a thing that was on TV like that my grandma used to watch from like the boomer generation, right? And QVC is still a thing apparently. And like honestly, like that's just all TikTok is now. They're just trying to sell you shit constantly, and it's annoying. But aside from that part of it, the more ridiculous part of it is the fucking censorship. Like I think TikTok is still owned by China, right? Or did they sell it and that's why it didn't get banned in the US? I don't know. But it's got some fucking 1984 level fucking censorship, because I posted a short recently ranting about this, and that video was posted on TikTok because I went live, and then I think I either said YouTube or Twitch or both, and then my lives got suspended just because, you know, I upset the TikTok overlords, because you can't say other platforms' names or, you know, you will absolutely get shadow banned or suspended for it. So after I posted that video, my comments on the video were flooded with all these people like, oh, you should talk to this person, and they would tag someone and they can help you get unsuspended. And I went and looked at a couple of these profiles because I was just curious, and it's like they're just trying to sell you, once again, they're trying to sell you something, services to get you unbanned. And I commented on my own video, stop leaving these stupid comments. Someone else commented that they were bots, and they probably fucking are. But guess what TikTok decided to do? It decided to tag my comment on my own fucking video as harmful and hid it, while all of the fucking spam bot comments were, you know, perfectly visible for everyone to see. But my own comment was at the bottom hidden because it was harmful, because all I said was stop commenting this stupid stuff, FFS. Like I didn't even say for fuck's sake, I put FFS. But yeah, my comment was the one that gets hidden. Okay, absolutely asinine. But anyways, the only reason that I really made a well, not because when I originally made the TikTok, but the reason I had one that I was still using now was to post Twitch clips and to try to promote my Twitch. But like TikTok doesn't like doing that, so like what's even the fucking point trying to work against the thing, you know? Regardless of that, I have seen so many people say, oh, you can't just stream on Twitch. You also have to promote yourself other places. And I've also given this advice to other people because for a while I believed it. But do you know how fucking exhausting it has been? I'm sure even people that are full-time streamers probably get burnt out trying to juggle all of this bullshit. And for some reason, it seems to be what every fucking content creator guru recommends is, oh, you gotta post on every single platform. You should be multi-streaming. You should post your clips everywhere. You should post every day. And it's, you know what? It's just tiresome, and I've tried to follow this standard advice for the past year, and I don't feel like it's getting me anywhere. I know these things take time. I know sometimes it takes years before you make it, but continuously feeling like I'm gonna fucking lose my mind if I don't take a break from posting and streaming and constantly just cross-platform constant, it's not sustainable, especially for someone like me who has a full-time job and other responsibilities. I can't do it anymore, you know? So I'm done. I'm not going to keep spreading myself thin across all these platforms that make everything harder than it needs to be, and essentially it just don't care about small creators or small streamers. So from now on, I'm going to completely focus on YouTube. All my content, all my streams, and hopefully my community will all just be on YouTube. I think I probably will still use Twitter though, because I have actually met some really cool people on there, but I don't think I'm gonna bother spamming live links anymore because it's just clutter and no one really gives a shit about those anyways, I don't think. At least not mine. So I won't be doing that anymore. But YouTube is where I have seen the most growth over the past year, and that's even with me having taken several breaks for months at a time. So I'm not quitting entirely, but I am narrowing my focus. Anyways, rant over. I don't know, leave me a like and a sub and maybe voice your thoughts in the comments. Thanks for listening.